you know, if you're gonna say that this award is genderless, you know, and not nominate any female artists, it just doesn't make sense.
Wow.
And it's not like they had no female artists to put into this into this nominations list. Like they had at least a good two or three that they could have put into this list. But I thought this award would either go to Central C or Stormzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even you can say Dave was in with a shout, but Dave didn't really do anything last year, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't really expect him to win. But my front runners for the award were Central C and Stormzy. I didn't think anybody could win outside of those two. Just so everyone's saying, hope everyone's well, hope everyone's good. It's your favorite R&B connoisseur Henry here, and I'm back with my brother from another. You already know what it is. It's Mr. Mombere. You
Wild
telling me?
one, fam. Bruv, all
Yeah.
good, fam. Brit Award 2023. Let's see what other nonsense came up this time.
As my brother from another, Kev, has just mentioned, we're going to be looking back at this year's Brit Awards 2023. For the first time this year, the Brit Awards took place on a Saturday. Don't ask me why. I don't know the answer to that. They decided to host the ceremony on a Saturday. Me and Kev are going to be looking back at some of the winners and losers of, you know, of the evening. And obviously we're going to be talking about various topics in regards to the Brits in more detail. So as we always do, let's start with the main award of the evening. And the main award of the evening is typically the album of the year. There was a lot of controversy that was attached to this actual
Award.
Award because I don't know if you guys know, but I think last year the Brits decided to scrap
Yeah.
the
The his and her, isn't it?
yes. So now this is a genderless award.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're male, it doesn't matter if you're female. You know what I mean? Like this award is for everybody.
So was there a female artist that had a good album that should have got nominated? Because
Yes.
obviously the year previously, Adele released a really good album. Obviously, Little Sim's album was brilliant as well. Who else? I think you said Dua Lipa as well, but I can't remember. I need to double check my. I don't think I got a UK. I didn't have a UK female artist from last year that I really like. Apparently, Charlie XS album was really good. I got good reviews, but
Yes.
maybe Charlie XS. Charlie XS on that list.
Okay, I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention that Charlie XCX, she had an album, you
Yeah,
know, that did fairly well. So she definitely should have been
nominated. Yeah,
yeah, she definitely should have been nominated. And I feel like Charlie XCX definitely was snubbed because she had a number one album last year, Kevin.
yeah. And was the album good as well?
I don't know if it was good, but Kev, when it comes to these type of awards, it doesn't matter if the album's good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to
They,
be honest, but the
they
thing is, I know for a fact the 1975 probably did commercially did really well. I'm not sure critically, but I think that was a big performing album. Obviously, Harry Styles, Stormzy is Stormzy. Not sure about Fred again. I tried to listen to the album, but I didn't get much into it. And then Wet Leg. My question is there's the number of nominees that they had. Is that the same number that they always have every year? Was Charlie X's album even
Yeah,
good?
I think
Or
that's I
yeah.
think that's a good point you bring up. I think I also saw something online to suggest that they've shortened the list this
Oh
year.
wow. Even with genderless. Oh wow. That is
Yeah. Regardless, man, um, I definitely feel like Charlie XCX definitely had a shout to
yeah.
be in this list because, like I said, she had the number one album last year. I don't know how well her album did in terms of critically, but I
I
know
think
that.
it did go. I think it did because Charlie XS does really do well critically. I think she's has suffered in terms of like a commercial performance, though.
Mm,
Like you're saying, this one kind of like pushed her or did better than the last one. I
mm.
think it did critically well. I think it did. Let me check. So you got 79 out of 100 on Metacritic as well.
Which is very
Which is
respectable.
good, very good score. And I think that's above the 1975, and it got featured in a lot of publications in terms of the best list. So yeah, that's warrant a
It
warrant
does.
a what's it called? At least a nomination. Yeah.
Becky Hill, I know you don't know too much about her, Kev,
Yeah.
but
I'm
she
about to
definitely,
wiki her now.
yeah, she was definitely in with a shout. of being nominated. So yeah, like I can definitely understand the outrage. And I can see why people are not happy with the Brits, because if you're gonna, if you're gonna say that this award is genderless, and not nominate any female artists, it just doesn't make sense.
Wow.
And it's not like they had no female artists to put into this uh into this nominations list. Like they had at least a good two or three that they could have put into this list, but
It really is a double-edged sword, because obviously they're trying to placate this, growing political movement of,
Me
by
Too
creating
and
a
stuff.
genderless award. But at the
Yeah,
same time, it seems like they have not nominated enough women. So it's like it's like
yeah, it's like,
you're a one step in and then one step back.
bro,
I
it's
think the best thing
bro,
to do is just separate them and just keep it as it always is, fam. Do you get
one
me?
step forward, two steps back, you know.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, Kevin, they don't make this mistake next year. What was it?
I mean, they
They,
made the same mistake about R&B anyways. So.
oh, we're gonna get onto that. We're gonna get onto that later on. So I mean, Harry Styles ended up winning the winning the award
Yeah,
for
as it was,
best
isn't it?
album,
Was it as it was?
which
Oh,
is
Harry's house, sorry. Yeah.
yeah, which comes as no surprise. I mean, he
Yeah.
won every single award that he was nominated for on the night.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Kev, I mean, well deserved.
Yeah, man. When you look at the list and when you look at anyone else that would have come up against him, yeah, I think the album, from what I've heard a little bit of it, it's got like one song that's absolutely ridiculous. There was an ode to Olivia Wilde. I thought that was a ridiculous song. But other than that, it does sequence well, good production as well. And it did critically well as well. It sold amazing because it's a Harry Styles. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a well-deserved award. So I can't complain about
100%,
that.
100%. Okay, so there was a little bit of controversy for
Hmm.
this award as well. It's not R&B, it's hip hop rap slash grime.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. So obviously, for that award, the nominees were H, Lil
Yeah,
Kana, Dave, Central C, and Stormzy. And to
yeah.
my surprise, H ended up winning it. Um,
Oh, so hold on. Okay, hold on. So this is like the best hip hop artist of that year.
yes, best hip hop
Okay.
slash grime artist. There was a little bit of controversy for
Hmm.
this award as well. It's not R&B, it's hip hop rap slash grime.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. So obviously, for that award, the nominees were H, Lil
Yeah,
Kana, Dave, Central C, and Stormzy. And
yeah.
H ended up winning it. Um,
Oh, so hold on. Okay, hold on. So this is like the best hip hop artist of that year.
yes, best hip hop
Okay.
slash grime artist. H ended up winning it. And yeah,
Wow.
Kev, I can't lie, I was shocked because I thought this award would either go to Central C or Stormzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even you can say Dave was in with a shout, but Dave didn't really do anything last year, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't really expect him to win. But my front runners for the award were Central C and Stormzy. I didn't think anybody could win outside of those two. But yeah, H ended up winning the award to many people's surprise, including
Yeah.
mine.
Um,
But yeah,
the But
what's
it's
your
poor. It's really poor, man. It doesn't make completely anyhow sense. H did
uh,
all right for himself. Like we had discussion offline, obviously, about him reviving his commercial career and doing better for himself. But there's no way he did even better than Stormzy, fam. And there's no way he did
no
even
way,
better than Samantha Central C. I
no
think,
way,
but
no way.
Davis is a bit of a late one because of he released an album. Was it 2 years? Was it? Did
No,
he?
no, but no,
He was
Dave got
eligible
his
for this
flowers
year, isn't
last
it?
year. Dave got
Okay.
his flowers last year. Yeah, yeah. Dave got his flowers last year.
I 100% agree with what your statement that you're making, that there is no way that H should have won it. Like he shouldn't have been in. Like there's no way he should have won it. And you could even argue that he shouldn't have been in contention. No, contention is probably the wrong word to make, but maybe the other hip hop artists, because you like obviously Nux in it. You thought Nux
Yes.
could be up in the contention for that list as well. Who else is Little Sims
You
as
can
well?
even listen.
Again,
You can
for
even
her
say
album as
Ardy.
well. Actually, no, it was probably too
Ardy.
late. Oh, yeah,
Ardy.
Ardy. Yeah, Ardy
Yeah.
for sure. Ardy,
Because
yeah.
Ardy's mixtape has just gone gold. You know. And Ardy had a strong year last year. And that's not me speaking from a biased point of view. Like it's the truth. Like look at the numbers, bro. His year was as good as H's.
I think it was actually better than H's, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
it was better.
yeah,
Yeah. Maybe I'm underselling it. It was better than H's. So why wasn't Ardy nominated for this award? You know,
I agree.
why wasn't Nux?
I'm wondering if it's just an issue of campaigning, like not campaigning enough. And like you're saying that the voting kind of does change from label to label, and if all of that had to play a part in it.
But also we need to bear this in mind. I found this out on Saturday that it's a fan vote.
What do you mean for the best hip hop act
No, just in general.
for the whole Brit?
Yes, fans. Yeah.
Bro, oh Jesus!
Fans
This
vote
is
for
the
the
thing. I've
awards.
never known this. That makes complete sense to me how the Brit now works.
Hmm.
That is one of the most ridiculous thing. Wow.
Maybe that explains why H won instead of Stormzy or Central C. But then I still would have thought Central C would have won because of, the amount he did last year, the success that he had last year, and also Central C he has an incredible fan base. Like his fan base is nuts.
But they're
Um,
not. I'm not sure if they're Brit Award fan bases. Do you get me? If they care
right.
enough to lobby. But also, did he have a campaign for his
Yeah, I
family?
don't think he did.
You
I
get me
don't
to
think he
do all of that.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. That's actually a good point that you brought up, Kevin, because I was thinking that, myself, that did Central C really, did he really care enough to like campaign about him winning the award? I don't think he did. I don't
Yeah,
think he did. Yeah, he doesn't come across as that type. So yeah, you're right. You're right. And remember, H is signed to a label. He's signed to Capital, which is under Universal. Central C isn't signed to a label. Central
and
C
I
is
think
independent.
yeah. Sorry to cut you up. And I think what's it called? H's label are very aware of these awards and would have actively, lobbied hard for him to sort of win it.
100%.
So, and I think that's probably the reason why someone like Central C didn't do that well. Probably Stormzy as well. Probably I don't know necessarily if he did
I
quite
don't think
as
at this
well.
point in his
And
career,
Dave as
yeah,
well is like,
Stormzy
yo,
doesn't care.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's won a few bits. He's won a few bits himself, so I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. Yeah, it was still a surprise to see H win. But obviously, when you factor in all of the things we've just talked about, it kind of makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? It kind of makes sense. But yeah, I would have given it to either Central or Stormzy, if I'm being honest with you. And if I had to pick between the two, Central C gets my vote. I can't lie. I feel like he did more than Stormzy last year.
I agree. I agree. I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that. I think I'll give it Central C as well.